Hey, how are you doing, Matt? Over at Save a Roof of Austin. Um, my name is Christa, and I spoke with you earlier today. By the time you watch this, it'll probably be the next day. But I spoke with you earlier on Wednesday, and so as promised, I wanted to go ahead and get this video over to you. Um, and this video is going to be pretty brief. I want to pretty much walk through three key tips if you are interested in ranking higher in Google and boosting your website. And so, what a lot of people don't know is that when we're talking about Google and different search engines, over 50% of the business that comes, the clients and customers that come to a business happens through Google searches. The rest is word of mouth, or, let's say a roofing business in Austin has been around for 30 to 50 years or whatnot. And so that creates word of mouth, and, people in Austin just, hear about a certain company over time. But the majority of the clientele comes in through search engines. And so, like Google, which of course is one of the most popular one, probably the most popular one actually. But I want to cover three key tips with you, and that is content, citations, and backlinks. And so when we're talking about content, pretty much content is everything on the front page, and of course everything on all the content and words on the other pages as well, but I really want to focus in on the front page. So all the words, all of these words right here, and also all of the pictures and what the pictures are saved as and what's behind the pictures. A lot of business owners, a lot of roofers in Austin, they are unaware that Google actually does pay attention to the pictures on your website. They pay attention to what the picture is saved as and what's behind the picture when they are making their decision as what business website to rank the highest in the search engine. And so that's really important. And you can easily, you know, uh, um, right click on a picture on your site and see what it's saved as. And so that's something really simple. So all the content, a good amount of content actually on your front page. So kudos to you for that. That's really awesome. Also, another thing that while I'm on the topic of really just complimenting your page, I love how the number to your business is on the front page and it's at the top. I can't tell you how many businesses, how many companies, websites that I've been on, um, and I'm looking for a service that I need, and the number is not, it's hard to find. And so this, of course, your number being on the front page makes it easy for clients to find you. When we're talking about content, I want to go back to content. We want to make sure we've got, Google likes to see 100, um, not 100, but 1,000, or even upwards of 2,500 words on the front page of content. And the reason being is because you want to have plenty of space to fit in the keywords and key terms that potential clients are using when they are searching for the type of services you have to offer in Austin, Texas. And so, having more content, and of course when we're talking about Google, the more the merrier, right? But having that 1,000 to 1,500, or even, like I said, upwards of 2,500 words, and being able to fit in enough key terms, so that clients can find you easier and more often, is really important. And Google does pay attention to the excuse me, the amount of content when they are deciding what businesses to rank in the search engine. And so the second thing I want to talk about is something called citations. Now, we're talking about citations. I'm going to switch over here to Google really quickly. And this is something called the Google Map Pack. Another thing I want to cover real quick, we see up here the Google Guaranteed, and it's important because it puts you at the top. But as you can see, it says here sponsored, which means this is an ad. If people have ad blockers in their setup in their web browser, they won't see the ads. And so ad blockers are becoming more and more popular. And so I always tell people, yeah, it doesn't hurt to have a Google ad, but the guarantee that the people who need your services will see it is getting smaller and smaller each day as time passes. So, but I want to drop down here because when we're talking about citations, you can see up here, I typed in roofers, Austin, Texas. Ace Roofing Company was the first one that popped up. And we've got their company name, we've got their company address, Austin, Texas, and their company phone number. And so it's pretty much just a business info listing across multiple online platforms and directories. And so a citation is your company information listed across multiple online directories. A couple things to note about that. If you're trying to beat out the competition in your particular area in Austin, Texas, we want to make sure that we have Save a Roof of Austin, the business information, in as many directories as possible, and even more than our competition, right? So if we're trying to beat out the competition, we want to have more citations. And that's something really important to look at it as we're going to talk about how Google is actually more of a popularity contest more than it is a search engine. And it's interesting and very helpful to look at Google like that when we are trying to rank higher in Google. And so another thing to note, important thing, is that if your information is inaccurate, Google notices it. So if you've got a different number, if you've got a different address, I've even seen businesses with different names. So it might be the same business in Facebook and Yelp, but a different name. Maybe a misspelled word or something like that. Google looks at that as almost like an invalid citation. And so it takes away from the overall score of the company in Google's eyes. And so we want to make sure, I just want to encourage you that if you have your information in multiple directories, just to do a brief check and make sure that everything's accurate, so that it's not stealing away from potential clients that you could be bringing in. So that's the second tip is citations, making sure we have more than our competition and making sure that our information is accurate across those directories. The third and final tip that I'd like to leave with you is what we call backlinks. Now, I pulled up Save a Roof of Austin, and I plugged it, your domain, into a software called Ahrefs. I love Ahrefs because they are very accurate, meaning the closest analytical accuracy to Google that I have been able to find. And so I really use them when I'm looking at a site and trying to help a roofing business bring in more clients and more customers. So we're talking about backlinks. I want us to see it as passing power back to your site. So a backlink can be a website, a platform, a blog that has a link that links back to your site. I want you to look at it as a online valid recommendation. Like I said, Google is a popularity contest. The more, the merrier. And so think of it as a vote, an online vote that is saying you should check out Save a Roof of Austin. They are some of the best roofers. Matt is one of the best roofers in Austin. You should check him out. And so Google pays attention to that. They pay attention to how many backlinks are being passed back to your site and passing power back to Save a Roof of Austin. So Real quick, I see here you guys have 14 referring domains giving you 400 backlinks, which is awesome. However, your domain rating right now on a scale of 1 to 100 is a 0.1. The URL is actually pretty good on a scale of 1 to 100. And it's a 16. And so we've got 14 referring domains giving you 400 backlinks, referring to a domain rating of 0.4 and a URL rating of 16. I want to switch over here real quick because I wanted to check out another company called Austin Roofing and Construction that's also in the same area. As you see, I've got their website here, and I just wanted to take a look at it and kind of show you a look at what they've got going on. So as you can see, their domain rating is pretty high on a scale of 1 to 100. It's 20. URL rating is 38. They've got, and here's one of the reasons why, and I just want to show you this because a lot of business owners can't fully see how important backlinks are. They've got 276 referring domains, giving them 3.6 thousand backlinks. And I mean, honestly, like that is one of the main reasons they are ranking so high in Google. If I type in roofers Austin, Texas, or roofing in Austin, Texas, like this company, Austin Roofing and Construction, is going to be on the front page, and this is because of their backlinks. And so, but the cool thing about this tool as well is I can click on their backlinks, see where they are, see which ones are invalid, see which ones are valid, and begin to build up Save a Roof of Austin to outrank and really outdo Austin Roofing and Construction in backlinks. And so that's something important, something I want to point out, and I hope, like I said, that tip is helpful for you. Well, Matt, seems that the video is coming to a close. I just want to thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. We went a bit over the time that I had hoped for. However, I wanted to make sure I got in the information that I felt would be the most valuable to you. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions at all about anything I covered, feel free to reach out to me. And if not, that's totally fine as well. No harm, no foul. I still hope and would encourage you to take these tips that I've shared with you and begin applying them and implementing them today to really help to boost your website, bring in more clients, a lot more clients on a month-to-month basis, and in turn boost your income level for Save a Roof of Austin. So thank you so much. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye.